then we advance the clock. And it is again Agatha's turn. Agatha is pretty well beefed up. I think she'll, well, let's see. Let's go ahead and send her, let's send her here to this Cairo Streets. You may regain 1 sanity or 1 stamina. She's lost some sanity, so let's go ahead and replace that sanity. And then we'll flip the card up. And it is called An Uneasy Journey, and it's worth 2 trophies. It has a terror effect that says lose 1 sanity or 1 stamina. The text says, how could we have known what would await us once we were on our way? So she is there. It has 3 tasks. 1 is allure. The second one is apparel. The third one is allure or apparel. We'll go ahead and roll the dice here. And she rolled plenty of everything. So let's see. Let's take the second one. It's the apparel. Roll again. We now have apparel, a terror, and lots of investigate. Let's see. Should have taken the lore earlier. We'll take the peril for the bottom one. Roll for the last one. We need a lore. She rolled a bunch of investigate. However, I am going to use... No, I won't use that yet. I'll use her clue to re-roll all of these dice and hope for a lore. Still didn't roll a lore. She rolled investigate, a terror, and a terror. Let's see. I will use the king in yellow. Let's see, do I want to do that? Yeah, the king in yellow. That goes back to the bottom of the unique item deck to add the red die. We discard one of the green dice and then re-roll the main one. There we go. Well, we just happen to roll a lore, and a terror, so we'll go ahead and use that one. This allowed her to complete the adventure. She gains her clue back. She gains a common item, which is a 45 automatic, allowing her to add the yellow die to her pool. And she regains a sanity, bringing her back up to full. That worked out pretty well. And we'll move her back to the entrance card. She gains the Uneasy Journey for the trophies, giving her a total of 8. And we will refill that from the stage 1. It is the Bazaar, and it says you may discard 1 expedition token to gain 1 relic, or you may discard 1 relic to gain 1 expedition token. And that's the end of her turn, so we will advance the clock, and it is now midnight. The Haunter of the Dark, his effect goes off that says add 1 Doom token to the Doom track unless an investigator discards 1 relic. Agatha has a relic, so we will go ahead and discard that. And let's see, do we have any other midnight effects? We do not. At the expedition scenario card, we had at midnight, 1 investigator regains 1 sanity. Discard this token when the Ancient One awakens. However, Carson needs some of his sanity returned, so let's give him his sanity back. And I think that's it for midnight effects. We'll draw a Mythos card. And it says Plague. Risk health to find a cure. 1 investigator loses 4 sanity or 4 stamina. Or Beware the Afflicted. Add 1 Doom token to the Doom track. Oh boy. Well, let's see. 4 sanity or 4 stamina. Let's take the risk health to find the cure. 1 investigator loses 4 sanity or 4 stamina. Agatha can lose 4 sanity since she has plenty of it. And turn that to the bottom of the deck. Oh boy, and it is now Carson Sinclair's turn. Carson, where should we send you? He's doing pretty well. Let's send him to this Dark Medicine adventure card. This is, again, Dark Medicine. It's worth 2 trophies. It has a terror effect. Add 1 Doom token to the Doom track. The text says, the doctor filled a glass vial with a viscous red liquid and handed it to me. Just looking at the vial solution made my stomach churn, but as I began to cough and sputter, I could see no other choice. The first task is a peril and a lore, and he'll lose 1 stamina. The second task is a lore and a terror, and he'll also lose 1 stamina. So, boy, this turn, this guy is kind of taking a beating. Forgot to return the red die there. Let's see, we have the Blue Watcher of the Pyramid. After rolling, discard to change 1 die to a lore result. Oh, Anna is now recharged, allowing us to reroll 2 dice. We have Duke that will valiantly jump in the way of any negative effects from an adventure card. And we have 4 clues. Oh, let's see. We didn't roll any lore. And we rolled 2 peril and a bunch of investigate. So he will focus. Well, let's see. I can use that to change it to a lore. Yeah, let's do that. So there's the peril for the first one. He will use the Blue Watcher of the Pyramid to change 1 die result to a lore result. That goes back on the bottom of the unique item deck. And we'll change this one to a lore. He completes the first task. He will lose 1 stamina. And then we'll roll for the second. I rolled a terror and a bunch of investigate, but I need a terror and a lore, so I will spend a clue to roll these other 2 dice. And I rolled a peril and an investigate. Spend another clue. And there we go. So there's a lore, there's a terror. Completing this task, he also loses 1 more stamina. His reward is a common item, and it is a 38 revolver, giving him access to the yellow die. Oh, let's see. And a spell, giving him the Dread Curse of Azathoth, allowing him to lock 2 dice. And we also gain another expedition token. And this one, let's see. Let's go ahead, since the next spot on the Doom track is a Dark Pharaoh marker, let's go ahead and add this to the effect that says, you may add the yellow die for free when resolving a Dark Pharaoh special adventure. And that completes Carson's turn. Let's move him back to the entrance card. We get rid of the dice. And he will take this adventure worth 2 trophies. He now has 10 trophies. Wow, he's really loaded up. We replace from the next card on the stage 1 deck. It says you must either spend 2 stamina or advance the clock. It is the outskirts. And you see it's got a yellow token at the top. This one is medium difficulty. And we will advance the clock. Okay, back to Agatha's turn. Let's see, where do we want to send Agatha? All of the cards are face down at the moment. Let's send Agatha 2 stamina. She doesn't like that. Or advance the clock. I think that'll be okay. Let's send Agatha to this outskirts card. This one also says you must either spend 2 stamina or advance the clock. We turn it over and it's a sudden storm worth 4 trophies. The text says, it came without warning, a torrential downpour that soaked me to the bone. Still, I was glad to experience something so natural after the day's events. This one has 3 tasks with an arrow, meaning we have to complete the tasks top down. So that one, and then that one, and then that one. The first one is 1 investigate. That's fairly easy. The second one is 1 investigate and a terror or a lore. That may be all right. The third one is a lore and either a terror or a peril, and we will lose 1 stamina. Okay, let's get her dice ready here, and I think for this one, she is going to use her knife, returning it to the common item deck, to add the yellow die to her pool. Oop. And she rolled lots of investigate, a couple perils, and terror. We have to go top down, so we'll go the 1 investigate on the 1 investigate slot. And the next one is 1 investigate and either a lore or a terror. We rolled lore, and the yellow die gave us 2 investigate. I'm not crazy about using the yellow die for that, but that's what we're going to do. All right. For her third roll, she rolled a lore, a peril, and a terror, and we needed a lore, a peril, or a terror, and we'll lose 1 stamina. So there's the lore, there's the peril. She will lose 1 stamina, and she completes the adventure. On the rewards, we advance the clock. She regains 2 stamina, and we get another expedition token. We are sitting pretty good on the expedition tokens. I think that I'm going to mark the other At Midnight effect on the expedition scenario card that says 1 investigator regains 1 stamina. Discard this token when the Ancient One awakens. We'll remove the dice. Send her back to the entrance, and she gains 4 more trophies, putting her at a total of 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 trophies. Wow, they are both really loaded up with trophies. Replace the card from the top of stage 1. This is another temple district. Look at the top 3 cards of either adventure deck. You may put one of those cards on the bottom of that deck. Right, okay. Back, and then we'll advance the clock at the end of her turn. It is now Carson Sinclair's turn. We will send him also to the outskirts.